Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm going to be giving a quick rundown of your Amazon image collection list assignment. Now, this is going to be more of an activity to collect images that we're going to use for a couple future projects. So the first thing is we're going to need to make two new folders on our desktop because we are going to be finding images of all of these things here, and we need a place to put them. So on our desktop, we're going to hold Control, and we're going to click, and we're going to go New Folder. We're just going to click on that folder till it lights up this dark blue, and then we'll click Return so we can rename it, and we're going to call this Objects. And we're going to make another one here, so we're going to hold Control and click, New Folder, and we're going to call this one Places. Now for step one, we're going to be using Amazon.com to find all of our objects. Now on the low key, Amazon has some of the best images that you can find online for free. So that's why we're going to be using Amazon. So let's click this link here to go to Amazon. Now the first item on the list is broom. And I'm going to type in broom, and I'm also going to type in color. Now, if you find images of sorry, not color, a color, we'll say orange. So if you use the same color objects, or if you use some type of color scheme, you will get extra credit. So let's say you're using a color scheme of all oranges. So it doesn't have to be the same color orange. It could be different oranges. That'll work too. That'll be a monochromatic. Also, if you want to use a triadic color scheme, or if you want to use a complementary color scheme, you can also get extra credit for those as well. Now, once we find a broom that we like, we're going to grab our image. So I like this big dust broom here. So I'm going to click on the small image. Then I'm going to click on this image, and notice how it brings up this big image here. This is the one that we're looking for. So I'm just going to hold my mouse, click, and drag this image here into my objects folder. Once I grab my large image of my broom, I'm going to go back to my objects, and I'm going to check that off so I know that I have my broom taken care of. Now I'm going to do the same thing and making sure that I grab the big image of all of these other objects as well. Now for this second part down here for places, we're going to be going to burst.shopify.com. Now this place, this site here has a lot of really high quality images for free that we can download. So when we go to the site here, we're going to click, let's say, what was the first one on the list? We're looking for beach photo. Now we're going to use these for our collages. So we're going to type in beach. And we're going to try and find a nice landscape picture of a beach, something that has a good foreground, background, and middle ground. So I really like this image here because it has a nice middle ground. Like I love this ocean here, and I love this giant rock. I think that's super cool. And it also has this really nice sky that I can use as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this high res. I'm going to click high res here. It's going to ask me to sign up for this mailing list, but I don't want to. So I'm going to just click my X here, and notice how it still downloaded that picture here. Now I'll go ahead and click and hold and drag that image into my places folder. And you're going to do the exact same thing for the rest of these on here as well. Now, really quick, I also see that there's this image that I like. Don't limit yourself to just one photo per. The more photos that you have in your folder, the easier your assignment's going to be later. So even though it seems like it's a lot of images that you need to grab now, the more you grab, the easier it's going to be. Now, this image here is great. However, it doesn't have a full landscape. The subject is just this bag. So we don't want images that have just one focal point like this. We want to try and find something that has a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. So something in the front, something in the middle, and something in the sky or the back. So like these chairs would work just fine, right? Let's say you wanted to have this beach scene with these chairs, and then maybe later what we can do is add some mountains and then maybe some hot air balloons or something. That could be really cool because this has a foreground, which would be the ground here, the middle ground, which would be the ocean or this lake, and then the background would be the sky. So be thoughtful, be considerate, and just spend some time looking. I know that there's a lot of images right in the front that you can just grab, but just spend some time scrolling through and seeing what you can find.